Hey everyone, welcome back to Screen Time Breakdown. Today we're tackling The Conjuring Last Rites, the supposed grand finale for Ed and Lorraine Warren on the big screen. Now, the film promises a monumental final haunting, but does it actually deliver? Well, let's break it down. Right from the start, Last Rites sells itself as the Warrens' last and most significant case. The trailers, the opening text, everything tells you this is going to be the ultimate showdown. And honestly, it kicks off strong. We've got creepy set pieces, eerie tension, and a story rooted in one of the franchise's most infamous real-life inspirations. But as the film goes on, that early momentum slips away, and what we're left with is a send-off that feels, well, a little underwhelming. So here's the setup. We're in 1986, and the Smurl family in Pennsylvania starts experiencing some horrifying hauntings. The trouble kicks off when Heather, the eldest daughter, brings home a mirror gifted by her grandparents. And of course, it's not just any mirror. Pretty soon, the family's dealing with collapsing ceilings, disturbing visions, and, yep, even someone coughing up blood. They try to get rid of it, but this mirror isn't going anywhere. Director Michael Chavez, who's been steering the Conjuring universe for a while now, actually lands some great scares here. There's this early scene where Janet, the mom, is just doing mundane housework while creepy stuff happens all around her. It's subtle, it's tense, it works. There's also a basement sequence with shadows and a lurking presence that's really well executed. And one of the spirits, an axe-wielding nightmare, is genuinely intense. Plus, for fans, we do get one of the best Annabelle cameos in the whole series. Here's where things start to stumble. After a prologue hinting at the Warrens' history with the mirror, they basically vanish from the story for over an hour. Ed and Lorraine are just at home, mostly sidelined. Instead, we spend that time with their daughter Judy, now played by Mia Tomlinson, who's grappling with inheriting her mom's psychic abilities. There's a really creepy fitting room scene with mirrors everywhere that's effective, but the problem is the movie feels like it's split in two. On one side, we have the Smurls fighting their haunting. On the other, we've got the Warrens at home. And when these storylines finally come together, the energy's already fizzled out. The saving grace here, Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. Their chemistry has carried this series since 2013, and it's still electric. They're warm, they're goofy, they're believable as a couple who genuinely adore each other. And that bond grounds the movie. Add in Judy's boyfriend Tony, played by Ben Hardy, and you've got some solid performances that keep the family dynamic alive, even when the story feels scattered. Of course, the Conjuring films have always lived in this weird space between based on true events and pure horror fiction. And while the real-life Warrens are controversial, the cinematic versions have become horror icons thanks to Wilson and Farmiga. That's why it's a bit disappointing that Last Rites doesn't give them a more powerful farewell. So, does The Conjuring Last Rites stick the landing as the Warrens' final case? Not really. It's got flashes of brilliance, some truly scary moments, clever visuals, and that unbeatable central duo. But the delayed arrival of the Warrens, the split focus, and a lack of real payoff leave this finale feeling more like a missed opportunity than a triumphant goodbye. The Conjuring Last Rites is in theaters now, so if you're a fan, it's still worth seeing. Just don't expect the kind of epic send-off the marketing promised. Alright, that's it for today's Screen Time Breakdown. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you liked this episode, don't forget to follow, rate, and share the podcast. And hey, let me know what you thought of Last Rites. Was it the finale you hoped for, or did it fall flat? Until next time, keep the lights on, and maybe cover up those mirrors.